Kevin, how's it feel to be here with these last couple of weeks?
Oh, it's been great. I got here about 3 weeks ago, and just huge family feel. It's been amazing seeing all of my teammates welcome me and welcome me with open arms. So it's been great being here.
You had so many great options. Why was Illinois the place you wanted to be?
Really, it starts with Coach B and Coach Miller. They made their interest known from the day I got in the portal. I have two teammates from high school, Owen Anderson and Zach Amlin, that play here. So kind of just, I've always kept in touch with them and understanding the program and what they preach every day. I felt I'd be a really good fit here.
Seems like we hear from a lot of transfers that Coach B is early on in the recruiting process. What would that tell you about their interest when he's one of the first calls you hear from?
Yeah, I would say, I got in the portal, I think it was on a Monday, and I think my name was in at 8 a.m. and like 8:05, Coach B was calling. So it was, not many, he was probably one of the only schools that did that. So when the head coach is calling, it's serious and the interest is real. So that stood out to me and my family, and we were looking for a school that it wasn't just a position coach. You wanted the head coach to show interest. So made it real easy decision after visiting and speaking with the whole staff.
What stands out to you about the way they develop offensive linemen, just in their past and what they've done here?
Yeah, they've a long history of it. Going back to Coach B at Arkansas, and I can tell they have a plan. Not a lot of schools will just kind of just say, here, do this, do that, but they give me a plan every day on what I need to do to get better. So it's been very cool to just see the progress and the process that it's going to take to be a good lineman like I want to be. So
what stood out to you about that plan, like the intricacies of developing offensive linemen that you
I would say just the attention to detail, starting with the weight room, and we're on an 8-week program right now, just, in there 5 days a week, 6 days a week. There's no stone left unturned, and it's been really cool to see how hands-on Coach B is, and, he's going to make sure you understand what he expects out of you and what to expect out of him every single day.
What research did you do into their background of offensive line development?
Yeah, I would say, I started with Coach B and just understanding the schools he was at prior and the linemen that came out of there. And then same with Coach Miller. But, at the end of the day, it's up to me. And, they could have all the first-round picks or whatever. I still got to go do my job every day to hopefully be the next one.
What was it like navigating the transfer portal and going back through the recruiting process all over again?
Yeah, it was honestly really exciting because I missed out on the whole official visits and all that. So just kind of, I was during COVID, so just kind of getting to see the schools and understand their pitch and just get a feel for the campus and the community. Illinois stood out from the day I got here. It was very clear this was where I wanted to be.
How did the experience at Michigan State help you grow and getting some significant snaps in the Big Ten too?
Yeah, it definitely helped me a lot. Playing in the Big Ten, I think it's the best conference in the country. It takes a special player to play here, and not only play here, but to be dominant in this conference. So it's given me a lot of confidence. Confident in my ability, but also understand I got a way to go. And Coach B and Coach Miller and Coach Tank in the weight room, those are the people I need to surround myself with to put my best product out there.
Kevin, we've always heard about the official visit in Illinois. They tend to get a lot of commitments the day after or a couple days after. What to you stood out about this visit for you, and what stood out about Illinois?
I would say just really how much they pursued me and how much they wanted me. It was clear from the day I got on campus. I got to speak with Max Rosenthal, who played at Michigan State, and Art Satowski, who's from New Jersey. So they gave me a lot of people who perspective was a big thing, and understanding what it would be like if I did come here. It made it a really easy decision, and just being around Champaign and Chicago, it was a huge attraction prior to me even visiting. But once I visited, it kind of solidified. I knew this is where I wanted to be.
Obviously a lot of opportunity on this line. Where do you see yourself fitting in, and how much of that is a big excitement for you to know that you can come in and make a big impact?
I think we have a great room. We have 20 guys in there, and they've been welcoming me with open arms. Josh Cruz has been a great person for me to lean on and just help me understand the playbook and how they do things here. But it's exciting. I think we have a room that could really get it done this year. And we understand that, the whole team understands that it starts up front. So every day we're attacking and we're trying to be the best we can.
Obviously, when you're a transfer, you come in and there's already people here, and you're trying to assert yourself. How does that mix come in, especially in a group like the offensive line, where there's several of you guys that are going to be a factor in that?
Yeah, I would say the nice thing about offensive line is we're all pretty similar. You know, we all like to eat, all big guys, and they've been great. You know, hanging out with them outside of the facility and getting to know who they are as people off the field has been great. You know, I really feel, you know, when I came on visit, they were all mostly home for winter break, but you know, I got to meet Dez and, you know, just see what he thought of the place. And, you know, I really feel I fit in here.
What skill set do you bring to the field for the line? Seems like with your size and length, you get some versatility too, inside or outside, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I would say it all starts with, you know, footwork. And, you know, I played basketball my whole life, so that's kind of where my footwork started. You know, I feel no matter how good you are, no matter how talented you are, it comes down to your effort and work ethic. And, you know, I feel that should be what jumps off on tape when you watch my tape. I'm always going to be finishing through the whistle. I'm always going to be trying to finish on top of people.
Were you given an indication there of how they see you, just position-wise? Is it more guard? Could you take some reps at center, possibly, or?
Yeah, so I played guard mostly at Michigan State, but you know I always snap just to stay ready. You know, I do believe I'll play guard here, but you know I like to think I can play all five. So I feel that's a versatility I can bring that not a lot of people can. But we have a lot of people in the room that can do that. You know, we have just endless players in our room that are able to play, like Geske and, you know, Hunter. They've been great, you know, being around them, and you know, they've made this transition much easier than I thought. Because you know, transferring in, you're a new person coming into a team of 120 people, so it's, you know, a lot of names to learn and people to understand. So they've made it a lot easier for sure.
Are you more comfortable on the left or the right, or is it doesn't matter? Or is
it doesn't matter. I think I could play both pretty well. You know, it's whatever they see fit. You know, I'll do whatever's asked of me and whatever's going to help the team win.
Big time of year for the strength and conditioning program. And what's it been like working with Tank, and what has he given you some goals from a physical standpoint?
Working with Tank's been great. You know, I heard a lot. You know, I did a lot of research on not just Tank, but the whole strength staff and whole staff as a whole. He's done a lot of great success with linemen specifically. So he kind of just tells me to bring it every day, and you know, just they're going to work on the technique, but just the effort. That's the one thing I can control. So I'm just trying to give him my all every day.
Coach Miller's a fairly intense coach.
Yeah.
What meshes with you two in the way that he goes about it and your personality?
I think I'm a perfect match for the way he coaches. You know, I was hoping to find a coach like him, someone who's going to push me on the field, but also, you know, not just look at me just as a football player, and you know, build that relationship off the field. So he's been great. You know, he's a coach and a person I feel I could really excel under. So I'm excited for the chance to get to play for him.
Yeah, you mentioned a few times now that like you've done research on either Brett or Bart or Tank. I think, is that like an overlooked part of the portal? Like everyone thinks like the school's got to be sold on you, but like there's a lot of research you do too. Like what was that process like?
Yeah, a lot of people think it's just you're picking a football team to go play for, but you know, the academic piece is a big part. And you know, now being here, understanding how big academics is, this is a great place to get your degree. So really just a 360. It's been for everything I was looking for out the portal, you know, Illinois checked off. So me and my family are excited about being here.
3 transfer offensive linemen coming in here. Like, what's it been like getting to know those guys, and what do you guys think you can bring as a group?
JC and Melvin, it's been great, you know, and you know, it's nice to not only be the only person. You know, you kind of have other people going through the whole transfer with you. They're great guys. You know, I didn't know them prior to coming here, but you know, getting to know them has been great. You know, I think we'll all do great things here.
What is that adjustment when you transfer? Like right
Yeah.
now, like what's that like for you guys?
Well, yeah, it starts with, you know, finding a place to live and then
right.
enrolling into the school. It's, you know, it's a bunch of things to check off. You know, I never thought about that. And you know, when I went to Michigan State, I went in the summer, so it's a lot more slowed down. But when you go mid-year, everything's just really fast. So it's been a whirlwind for sure. But you know, I think, you know, this is my like 3rd week here now, so I feel pretty good about it. I know my way around and excited, very excited.
What did you know about this place before?